Hello. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about your dosha. Your what? We're going to get into that and why it's important for your skincare. Here, let me turn this light on. That might help a little. We're going to have a guest. We're going to have Alycia with Olympiada Alycia, and she is our resident Ayurvedic expert here to teach us about doshas. So here's the thing. The more we know about ourselves, the better our skin will be. You didn't think that would be a benefit, did you? But it's true. So the more we learn about ourselves, self-knowledge, the better our skin will be. And we're going to teach you what a dosha is, how to find out what your specific dosha is, and how that ties into your better skin. Okay, did I miss anything? Let's bring Alycia on. She is a holistic health expert, coach, fitness coach. She's got it all going on. I'm going to bring her on in just a moment. Give me just that moment to figure. There we go. A-L-Y. Nope. And there she goes. Okay, so she should be here momentarily. I requested, and there she is.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very excited for this topic today because we did it a few months back in the fall winter season.
Yes.
And I think it's perfect now because it really, as you taught me last time, the seasons are dominated by the doshas.
Yes.
And so we're switching seasons now. So it's time to tweak again.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
learning everything we can about what our personal dosha is going to be so helpful.
Yes. Awesome. I'm so
Yes.
glad that you're having me on here to talk about this. I think that it's such an important subject and topic that most people don't even know exists.
Exactly.
Or even a primary part of their health. So
Exactly. Even my daughter, my almost 22-year-old daughter said, oh, I saw your topic today. I'm really interested. I said, I already figured out what you are, but I'm going to make you watch it.
Did she take the test?
Not yet. I'll send it to her.
Yes. Perfect.
So can you give an introduction for yourself again? I know
Yes.
if those have been around a while on my account, they're going to know you. But let's, for the ones who haven't, let's
Okay.
do that officially.
So my name's Alycia, and I'm a holistic health coach. So fully focused on with the W, mind, body, and soul. I've been in the fitness field for 14 years. I have a bachelor's in kinesiology, and I have over 18 fitness certifications, and I've worked my way through bodybuilding, marathons, clientele, big and small, old and young. And I have come to a place in my own life where I realized that it wasn't just about that external look. It wasn't just about those calories I intook. It wasn't just about how fit I was, how strong I was, but more internally, because what internally happens is what will externally show. So now I am in school for Ayurvedic Medicine. I've been in school for a year and a half, and I'll graduate in 2 years. I got 2 more years to go.
Wow.
And I am very blessed because if I wouldn't have adapted the knowledge that I'm getting right now, it definitely, it would keep me, not that I would say stagnant in the same mindset of fitness, but I wouldn't acknowledge the mind and emotional and soul balance that connects to that physical thing. So I'm a mom, and I'm pregnant right now, 6 months pregnant.
I can't believe it. 6 months. That went so fast. Probably not for you, but for me, it went really fast.
I know, it was fast because I have a 2-year-old toddler.
That's
who's
true.
Just running around. So
That's true. And I want to bring attention. The two of us have this, we're kind of representing of the life cycle, as you would say, right? So
yes.
I think you said once you're in your early 30s,
Yes.
and you're a mom of young kids,
Yes.
and I have just hit 60, and I am an empty nester, and I have, adult kids. They're always going to be my kids out there. And I really resonate with what you said about it's not just what we do with what we eat and how fit we are and that
Yes.
kind of thing. There's so much more to it, and it really does show up down the road one way or the other.
Yes.
So
100%. 100. I'm getting my first gray hairs coming in.
That's okay. A gray is beautiful.
That's true, though. I know.
Silver sisters unite. Okay. All right. Let's get started with the doshas.
Okay, great. So, for anybody who's interested, Ayurvedic medicine is a Eastern medicine that's been around for over 10,000 years. It's the oldest known medicine. It's older than anything that we knew with like the Bible and Jesus. It's older than that. It's older than any type of like Arabic knowledge that we have, or Egyptian knowledge back when the pyramids were built, or anything around. So it's the oldest known medicine. And with that being said, it's a huge part of the knowledge of Eastern medicine is preventative medicine, and being able to know the body and the inner awareness to be able to externally prevent anything else that could occur down the line. So it's just about a preventative lifestyle. And a part of that comes from being aware of what your dosha is. So this is going to be a random new thing for a lot of you, I'm sure, but a dosha is the constitutional inner intelligence of your set body.
Ooh, say that again. Say that again.
So it's the constitutional inner intelligence of your body. You're born with what's called a prakriti, and that's just like who you are, what you are. And over your lifetime, it can get changed and manipulated into what we call a vikriti, which is out of balance of what it was when you were born. But you're born with this set dosha that constitutes who you are. Okay. Now, before I get any further, we do have all of them in us, and there's a way for you to find out. There is a test. And do you have that test up, Lisa, still on your link, or should I send it?
Actually, I was going to do it beforehand, but you know how it goes. I plan on putting the test in my link in bio.
Yes.
So that when you're done watching this, you can take the test, because that is one of my assignments for everyone.
Perfect. Love it. Yes, it's a must do. So there is ways to find out what you are, and you can actually even tell, like, now that I've been in it for so long, I can look at people and be like, oh, you're this, just off of the nose features, the skin features, the shape of the face, the body shape, the way that they talk, the way that they deal with emotions, the way that they just handle things. It's really interesting, because taking the test will help you figure out if you're don't have much inner awareness or consciousness of yourself. So it's kind of learning yourself. But the three doshas are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. And another way to think about these three doshas they are made up of 5 elements. So we are all made up of elements. We're all made up of energy. We're all made up of atoms, nucleuses. That's the way God created us. Whether you believe it or not, we're all energy. And with that means that the elements that are in the air and that surround us in our lifestyle, they are living within us. And those elements, just like your plants in your house, need to be fed certain things and need to have certain lifestyles and all of those things to be able to run to its fullest potential. So a Vata is run by air and space. Now, air and space means more kind of drier, a little more spacey, airheaded. Their frames are a little bit more leaner, longer, have a harder time holding on to muscle mass, feel better, more of like maybe running or endurance training, or even stuff that's like yoga, kind of lighthearted, not that's really intense. They're kind of more people that are kind of just like free-spirited, if that makes sense. And they tend to have more longer features. So longer limbs, longer faces, longer fingers, just so overall you can tell that they're just long. Yes. And when you took the test, weren't you a Vata Kapha or a
Kapha Vata? Does it make a difference which one comes first?
So it actually does, because usually everybody has 2, and I'll go into that in a little bit. But some people have 1 and some people have all 3. And so there's just a set, usual is 2. 1 and 3 is kind of a rare situation. But usually whatever the test tells you, and it says Kapha has more points of that you start with that. So you'd be a Kapha Vata.
So my test said Kapha Vata.
Yes, which I can totally tell on you because you have the light features and the lighter hair and the longness of a Vata, but the Kapha, you have the personality of a Kapha, which is kind of calm, cool, collected, very like easygoing. You have good skin. Skin complexion is huge for Kaphas. Kaphas are like the rulers of skin complexion. So just all those little things that so you can kind of tell the balances within you, which is cool to see. And then there's Pitta. So Pitta is what we call like the average person in a sense. They have the average frame. They can gain muscle, they can lose muscle, or gain fat or lose fat. They're usually like that frame that's either athletic or non-athletic, but they can sit on the couch. They don't really change at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yes, I have a friend like that.
Yeah, you're
it's
like
really irritating.
Yeah. Their personalities are kind of spitfires, so they are made out of fire and water. So Pitta, so fire and water. So they're spitfiery, or they're like quick to emotions, but then they're very drawn and kind of like secure in who they are.
Yes.
And they can go into any type of feature. So sometimes they'll have more structured frames. Sometimes they'll have more dark hair or light hair. They're kind of like you're in between of the two. And they tend to be the people that are the leaders more. So they tend to be more of like the more outspoken. They tend to kind of be the rulers of.
Makes so much sense.
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty interesting because you're like, that's not me. Oh, that is me.
Yeah.
And then there is Kapha, and I'm actually a full Kapha. So Kaphas are water and earth, and they tend to be more stout, and so thicker muscles, thicker frames, more curvy. They tend to hug more of the side of the darker features, thicker hair, darker eyebrows, darker hair. They're not always like that though. So sometimes they are. It's kind of like the focus is usually that. And they tend to have the best skin complexion. And we're finding out in Ayurveda that having a Kapha-like structure is actually the best thing for the best skin complexion. So there's lots of features about Kapha that are like, oh, that's how you have full vitality, and I'll go into that in a second.
Can I ask a question? So
yes.
If Kapha is the one that's known for the best skin,
yes,
and one of the goals in doshas is to create balance,
yes.
Are we looking, and I'm putting everything through a skin filter because that's what we're talking about today.
Yes, please.
Is the goal, wait, did I lose my thread? Is the goal to create balance and bring more Kapha for your skin? Did that make sense? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
So
keep that in mind as you're watching.
Like put that in together now. So Vata is everybody has all three of these doshas within them. You have to have them to have a full system that runs. So the goal is to take all of these inner intelligences and find balance within them. So this is kind of how, in a sense, they run your body, and then I'll kind of dial it back into the skin for you. So Vata controls transportation and channeling in the body. So think about air and space. If we didn't have air and space around us, it wouldn't push things through us, right? So if we don't have a channel of something push gravity, then we wouldn't be able to have elimination. We wouldn't be able to have our blood flowing, all of those things. So that's what Vata does in your body. It's your transportation and the channeling of everything going on.
Okay.
Channel, it kind of just flows everything. That's why Vata controls winter, controls more of the end of fall and winter time, because it's a dry time of the year, and we tend to get sicker because we tend to dry out with it. And so the Vata helps push everything through. Does that make sense?
I think so. Keep going.
Yes, keep going.
Any questions too? Yes. If you have questions, if you're watching or on a replay later, shoot them, and Alycia will answer.
I love questions because there's so much information that I want to be able to make sure everybody understands too. So questions are always welcome, because it helps me get any information that I forget, because I get really excited about the topic. I'm like, there's so much to tell you guys.
Right. Okay.
So the next one is Pitta, and Pitta controls transformation, metabolism, and digestion. So it's huge in your body. Pitta is really huge for your gut, your digestive tract, your emotions, the way you digest people, the way you digest TV, the way you digest food. It's every type of digestion has to go through your Pitta system.
Fascinating.
Yes, it's crazy. Pitta, we're really deep into gut health right now in school, and Pitta is like, if you don't have a good Pitta, then you're going to end up with some problem in your body. So it's a huge thing. Everything comes from Pitta. So Pitta is really important to keep your gut health happy, because that will lead to any other disease. And if your body goes into disease, then all these other effects happen. So Pitta is in control of that, which means if I have fire and water in my body, I don't want to be too hot. I also don't want my insides to be too cold. So if it's cold outside, like right now, I'm in Idaho and it's like 40 degrees. I need to be drinking hot water through the day. I need to be eating more warmer foods, just teas, things like that to kind of keep the fire going.
Can I just tell you that it's 70 degrees here in Northern California?
Please take me with.
I'm sorry. Don't
okay,
hate me.
We leave for Florida tomorrow. We're going to Florida for a couple days. So I'm like,
there you go. Warm up.
I know. Okay. Anyways, now that I'm jealous.
Sorry, I distracted you.
So you're already transitioning into the next seasons.
We are.
Yes. So Pitta rules more of the summertime and beginning of fall, when it's like hot and then kind of starts to cool off. So that's the Pitta season. And Kapha controls structure, lubrication, and cohesion. So Kapha is really in control of the structure of your body, your bones, your joints, the way your skin cells are made up, how you're going to process and lubricate the food as it goes down through your esophagus and into your gut. Really controls the way your skin feels, lubrication, right? And so the oiliness of your structure and things like that as well. In Kapha season, you are working your way into Kapha right now. So Kapha season is springtime. And Kapha season is one of the best times for your skin. And I'm sure you can say some stuff on that, but usually when you transition into more springtime, because you've come out of the dryness and you're not into the hot yet, so you're not too oily yet, usually your skin and your body kind of finds this balance of a nice glow or wetness in a sense.
And what I find is that this transition, now where I live, we're transitioning, but where you live and many other parts of the country, it's still winter. So let's not lose sight of that. Be with winter.
Yes.
But for those of us who are in warmer climates, this is when the detox starts to happen, right? And that's when most people will go on a cleanse. There's spring cleaning. And we're going to talk about, when you're ready, that's what we do for our skin too at this time.
Yes, definitely. And what's interesting about Kapha is, like you were saying, it's that detox, it's that release of all the toxins through you. And so when you build on Kapha and you really work on trying to incorporate more Kapha in your life, because a lot of people tend to have really low Kapha. It's just one thing that it's interesting, because Kapha brings what's called to your body is called DOSHAS, and they have no direct definition of it in Western medicine, so you've probably never heard of this word. They only have an Eastern one. DOSHAS. It's perfect vitality, health, immunity. And what it is pregnancy is the perfect example, because that glow that pregnant women's skin emit, that's what we call DOSHAS. So DOSHAS is a direct byproduct of Kapha in your body. So if I'm lubricated, if I'm structured, if I'm, my body's strong, my physical frame is strong, my joints are strong, my mind is strong. Kaphas are also known for calmness, cool, collected, like steady, can handle all types of people and all types of situations. If you can put yourself in that state of Kapha, you then will emit DOSHAS, and your skin will have the byproduct of that. It's pretty amazing.
It's like a new language.
Yes. Yes. It's so much. There's so much. But that's why after you have the baby, all of a sudden everything goes bad, because the baby it's like, if I can think about the strongest source of God or of health would be a baby growing in you, right? Because it's like such a pure form. that pure form then emits through the woman's skin. And that's why women have these glows or these like hair and these nails. And all of a sudden, then the baby comes out and you're like, okay, what just happened?
Because it all goes to the baby.
Because the baby took all the ojas. So that's just a little, you know, there's so much I could tell you guys, but that's just the kind of a little chunk of what doshas are, and they're in each of us. And the goal is, and I'm gonna actually show you something I didn't show you guys in the video that I did last time, is I'm gonna show you something called Nadi Vigyan, and it's called self-pulse reading. And there's a way for you to check your own doshas every single day.
Wow.
And they say to do it, you know, right when you wake up, you will be usually in Kapha time of the day, because that's 6 to 10 a.m. So usually people wake up within that time frame. So you might feel more Kapha. If you're somebody who wakes up before 6, you might feel more Vata, because 2 to 6 a.m. is Vata. And if you're somebody who sleeps in past 10, lucky you, then might feel more Pitta in your pulse. But there's a way to check it, and it's something that we as Ayurvedic medicine practitioners teach our clientele so that you can kind of keep your own pulse in check. And checking it actually helps your body naturally bring it into better balance. It's pretty amazing.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do we do?
Okay, so let me take my jacket off.
Oh, she's getting ready. Look at that.
So for ladies, we always use the left side of our body because the left side of your body is feminine. And so everything through us is feminine. Men, you always use the right side of your body. So we'll do this together, Lisa, since it's you and I. So we'll take
I'm taking notes. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Left.
So you're going to make sure that you don't have anything around your wrist. And if you do, kind of pull it up on the left side.
Okay, I'll just take it off.
Okay.
Like tiger eye.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So you're going to take your left palm and you're just going to kind of put it out. And then you're going to take your pointer finger on your right hand is for Vata. Your middle finger on your right hand is for Pitta. And your ring finger on your right hand is for Kapha. And what you're going to do is you're going to find that little bony prominence underneath your thumb and kind of just find it there. That's called your radial groove. And then you're going to take it and you're going to go in and down about half a centimeter. So diagonally in and down. So you're underneath and then diagonally in and down. And then right where you feel that indent between your ulna and your radial groove, it's kind of like that space in between the bone. Place your first finger there, your pointer finger. Then right next to it, place your middle finger. And then right next to that, place your ring finger. So now, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to take, yep, you got it. You're going to take your arm down. You're going to try to rest it at 90 degrees. I'll just rest mine on my belly. To give us a shell.
How convenient.
And you're going to place, make sure your fingers are evenly across that placement, and you're going to place just slight pressure. And this is what we call the surface pulse. And you're just going to put slight pressure there. And what you're going to do is you're going to see, and I'll have you close your eyes and we'll just do it for like 30 seconds. And you're just going to take note of anything that you may be feeling. So whether it's, heat or stickiness or fast heart rate or whatever underneath each finger. Okay.
Oh.
So take note of what you feel underneath each finger. Does that make sense?
I think so. One is pulsing more than the other. Is that normal?
Yes, so it's supposed to. So go ahead and close your eyes for a second and just kind of take awareness of your fingers under your hands.
Is everyone else doing this with us? That would be great.
It's okay. They can just look at our beautiful eyes.
Closed. Okay. What am I doing?
So while you're sitting there, just take note of anything you feel and make sure your hands or your fingers are evenly distributed with pressure across.
We're going to lose everyone.
Okay. Now, slowly open your eyes. What do you feel across your fingers? First, what do you feel on your first finger?
More of a pulse. Like the pulse is stronger there. The pulse is stronger there.
Interesting. Okay. What about your middle finger?
I don't think anything.
Okay. And what about your third finger?
I don't think anything there either.
Okay. So this is a good thing for you to know. So Vata is your pointer finger.
Uh-huh.
Pitta is your middle finger. And Kapha is your ring finger. So Vata finger should feel light, should feel kind of like a snake is moving, should feel airy or subtle. You can feel it, but it's not really intense. So that's a balanced Vata. Okay. Middle finger should feel sharp, movement, hot, kind of like a frog is jumping at you. And then your third finger should feel subtle, to the point of like, kind of like a swan is moving, very flowy, kind of sticky, maybe a little bit harder or dense. So that's how you find out, that's how your pulses are supposed to be for balanced.
Okay. So could part of it be operator error? Like I'm not quite doing it right yet?
It could be. Yeah. And you can always look it up on YouTube, just self-pulse reading.
Okay.
But that's how you will kind of find out for yourself if your doshas are in alignment, what may be off about your own body, within what system. And then also, like, it's cool to note it, like, if you eat, well, Pitta should be really active because you're eating, so it's digesting. If you just woke up from a nap, Kapha is probably going to be a little bit more active. If you've been moving, Vata is going to be. So it's just like, it's interesting. You'll kind of note
okay.
when you do it. But yeah.
All right. I would love to hear how many people look that up or try that and see what your results are. So can we talk just briefly about detoxing skincare going into the spring?
Yes.
Even if you're still in the middle of winter, I want you to be there and hunker down into that still. Go back and watch the video for you watching that we did on Alicia's account. It was a few months back before the holidays.
Yes.
I forget what it was titled. I'll try to look that up and put that in the comments somewhere. But watch that because that will tell you what to do and what is important for that cold weather season, right? Okay.
Yes.
So since we're moving into the spring, which is, help me, Kapha.
Yes. Got it. Good.
Detoxing is key. And one of the ways we detox our skin, besides, drinking a lot of liquids and resting and, eating certain ways, right?
Yes.
But with physical skincare, you want to use gentle exfoliants. Okay. So for example, the jojoba cream scrub. So a physical exfoliant, one that's very, very gentle, one that's in a cream base, one that has perfectly spherical beads that will not scratch your skin, one that does not have mermaid's tears in it. Those are the plastic beads that get lost in the ocean and get lost in our fish life, right? Our aquatic life. Okay. These actually are jojoba, so they break down and melt down and they're nourishing for your skin. So all that to say, you want a really gentle scrub to help slough away all that the winter did. This is one of the tweaks we're going to do for moving into spring skin and Kapha season. The other way to do that, and again, gently as you transition, is using a Levon chemical exfoliant. I say chemical because that's it. Levon chemical, same thing. Yes. These are plant-based exfoliants, and
hello?
Right?
Yeah, so I use Clear Skin and Radiance Reveal. I love them both. Can you hear me?
That's fine. You can alternate. They both do a little bit different things. I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
Can you hear me now? For a second, so.
My phone rang.
Oh. Okay.
So where did I leave off? Did we
brought them up and you started talking about them and then
okay.
I went out.
So they're both Levon exfoliants, plant-based, that will help dissolve the glue that holds on all the excess dead skin that we don't need anymore. Again, we're sloughing off, we're detoxing our skin. Once we can get rid of on a regular basis and gently the dead skin that doesn't belong there anymore, because as we age, our skin doesn't do that as well as it used to. Then your skin will be more hydrated and it clears the pores. It allows the toxins to actually be released.
Yes.
Okay.
Love that.
The other thing is a facial massage, sort of like the Abhyanga for the face.
Abhyanga.
I'll let everybody look that up. That's another video that Alycia and I did. That's on both of our pages. So you can look that up. You can find it under skincare in my videos. with probably a picture of Alycia. But something like the gua sha and the calm down facial oil to, again, help release the lymph and help to eliminate the residual toxins that have been building up over the winter.
Love that.
And Vata season.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're catching on, Lisa.
So, anything else you want to let us know before we close up for the day?
So the first thing I just want to say is it can be overwhelming to think about. So don't let it overwhelm you. And it's hard to say that, but take it step by step. If you're interested in what doshas are in Ayurvedic medicine, look it up. And there's a lot of great articles out there that kind of dial it down, but don't go full, like, everything into it, because a part of Ayurveda and a part of life and a healthy way is taking everything one step at a time and not everything all at once.
And building on it.
Yes. Yeah. Building on it. Build on it. Always build on it. We always build on. So if you're using Lisa's skincare, you build on one product and then we add in another product and then we add in, you know, and then you kind of learn what's good for your skin and what's good for your body. And it's the same thing with anything else. So if you're learning something, build on one thing. Maybe you start to change the products you use, then maybe you start to change how much water you drink, and maybe you add in the food. It's slowly, and then that way, a whole part of that is you prevent any overwhelming in any of your systems in your body, and that's the whole thing is trying to be as healthy as you can, but taking the time.
And I want to say that knowing your dosha is one more data point on self-knowledge, but also how you can use that to improve your skin and teach your skin to behave better over time. So that's really key.
Which is crazy because you gave me the pomegranate. I have the pomegranate.
The pomegranate balancing lotion.
And that pomegranate is one of the best things for kaphas.
And you're a kapha.
Yeah, and you gave my mom the olive oil. Well, olive oil is one of the best things for vatas. And
I'm so intuitive around this.
And so you knew by looking at her skin, because you have that knowledge, you were aware already. And so it's really awesome, Lisa, that you even have that without
Right. And so it's helping me too to help everyone else. So thank you for that. That's awesome to know. Thank you. Yeah. I want everyone watching to do 3 things. I want you to take the dosha test, which I will put in my link in bio, the test that Alycia had me take. And I want you to go to simplebeautyminerals.com and take the Skin Finder test. And those two together are going to be powerful tools to use for your better skin and so much more. Yeah. And then go watch the prior videos that we've done on everything Ayurvedic, both on my account at Simple Beauty Minerals and Alicia's account at Olympiada Alycia. So, all that to say, I think we got it.
Lisa, I think you did. I think this was, I'm glad that we reiterate these because we're getting smoother and smoother with them. So.
Well, and let us know, everyone who's watching, let us know what topics you want us to cover more. Do you want us to go more in depth into doshas? Maybe take each dosha, or we've done the dental, we've done the abhyanga baths, the dry brushing, oil baths. We've done a lot of interesting things. So there's so much more to do.
So much. We could go on for years. So let us know what you guys want to hear.
All right. And thank you, Alycia.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye.